All right, fam. Welcome back on this one. And hey, if you are new to this series and not really interested in the context because you just want to know about changing the oil on a third gen Ram 1500, then I have timestamped the video so you can just jump to that. But for those of you that need a little bit of context or you're interested or you haven't seen that intro video to this series, so I am currently in Colorado. I picked this truck up in Virginia. So, and I drove across country. And the interesting thing is, so there were a couple things that I did do. I changed out four O2 sensors on the truck because I was throwing a code for that. And thankfully, that got rid of the codes or the code, and then put some new rims and tires on it. There's a whole backstory for that. And then, of course, checked all the belts and air filter and a few of those things. And I checked the dipstick at one point when I was looking at this truck and kind of making an assessment, and the oil was full and it looked clean. However, the issue is that according to the window sticker, and I verified this on Carfax with the VIN, the date of the last oil change was July 18th, 2022. Now, as of the recording of this video, that was 4 years ago, almost. And the mileage due would have been 62,434 miles. However, I don't even have 62,434 miles on the truck. I'm not far off, however, because when I left Virginia, it was like 59,900 and some change. So just under 60,000 miles. But I did drive it here. So we're not far off from that. And I have been driving it here and there, running a few errands, but oh my gosh, I know. I should have changed the oil. It was just hectic and I just needed to get this thing back here. And I will say I didn't add any oil along the way, but I did check the levels. Surprisingly, for the age of this engine, I'm going to be changing out valve cover gaskets, doing more maintenance to this truck. Right now, it's actually up on the jack stands because I changed out the manifold bolts not that long ago. I'll link that video up. But as far as the oil level in this truck, I will get you a close up. Oh, let's see. I will get you a close up because you're not gonna be able to see it because the back is kind of blown out right now, like my background. But the truck is level because it's on those jack stands. I haven't noticed any oil leaks on this truck anywhere, surprising enough. So anyway, let's actually get into it. We'll get up under the truck and then we'll kind of walk through the process here because this is my first oil change on this truck or any Ram for that matter. All right, how many of you dream of a lift in your garage? It's not just me. I know it. All right, let's see. What is that, a 14? No. Close, though. 13? 13 it is. 13? Yeah. All right. I'm kind of in the line of fire here, which is silly, but that's just what I have to do to film. So let's take a look and see how tight the last outfit put this thing on. I got the cardboard because I'm going to use it for the oil, although my floors are sealed. Oh, come on now. Ooh. Oh no, is that it? Oh, okay. A little bit of elbow grease on that, but now I'm in the line of fire. Hold on. Let me move this stuff because it's going to get a little weird. Maybe you might get to see some oil right on my face. In my face. You know, I do have a creeper. I mean, you know, like one that you go up under the car. Not another type of creeper. But anyway. All right. This ought to be interesting because I'm usually out of the way. So here, let's set you back up. All right, here we go. Right in the line of fire. Hopefully I don't get any on you. Moment of truth. Oh, snap! That was a good thing. Holy smokes. That was just right. Almost, I mean, not perfect, but we didn't even have to move it. Here it goes. Now, the thing is, and maybe I'll use this angle, but the lighting under here stinks. 7 quarts for this engine. Most of you probably know that. Maybe you don't know. So yeah, 7 quarts for this. So I had to get 2 of the 5-quart bottles, and I'm going to be using. I'll show it to you like when we put it in. Something I have from Mobile, some advanced clean oil. So we'll get into that in a sec, but I mean, looking pretty good. That oil. Is there not a washer on this thing? No, I think there is. Better be. I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, because the one thing I didn't do is order a new drain plug bolt, and I have the option of doing that. I mean, this one seems to be in pretty good shape. I will let that drain and I'll check right back in with you. So, all right, so something that I found, this is actually a crush washer I was going to put on this 14 here. And I've heard of these, but I've never used them. So this actually has like a rubber, I think it's like a Dorman or something, but it has this rubber gasket on it. So like not a separate like crush washer like you would normally put on it. So that being said, I inspected it. It looks like it's in good condition. I do actually want to upgrade the drain plug, but I do think that this is actually in really good shape and doesn't seem too stiff and not like cracking. So I think we're going to go with this for now. I'm normally pretty thorough, and I would almost like just do like a timeout and say like, I'm going to run to the store and get an upgraded one, but I feel pretty good about this one. So I think we're going to go with it, and hopefully all is well. And then, down the road, just do an upgraded drain plug. All right, fam, we're back. So, yeah, this plug really does, it really does seem to be in pretty good shape. So I am going to take my chances, just so that I can get this thing on the road. I am not someone who cuts corners. I really don't. So we're going to go with it. And we're going to tighten this down. I think the spec for this particular RAM is 18 foot-pounds. And funny enough, my torque wrench is at that because when I changed the manifold bolts, that's also what it needed to be. So let's get her done here on the torquing, and then there you go. Not too tight, so that we're not worried here. I'll do a little bit of clean on that. Okay, but I got like a little trick that I want to try it, and the oil filter is actually kind of exposed because I have the wheels off and because I was doing all this work. I wouldn't normally take the wheels off to do an oil change, but let's get up there and let me try this like little trick. You probably already know it, but it's just something that kind of helps you with the oil spill. All right, like I said, we've got some really easy access here. So let's see if I actually need to take a wrench to this thing. All right. Yeah, because normally I'd have to come up here. Let's see. All right. Is it hand tight? Oh, what? Look at that. Okay, now, not a secret necessarily, but it can help catch some of that extra oil that comes out of there. Now I have my pan down here, So let's see if we can just oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So that'll slip up there real nice. And I'm gonna hold that. Now, this could be a hot mess. Or not. Oh. See? That's what I'm talking about, fam. This might just not even work. Let's see. I'm going to remain optimistic. Okay. Nothing is dripping down. Oh, my left hand. Okay. Look at that. There it is. Ooh. Yeah. Now if I can get it out of here without tipping it. All right. There we go. It's what in the world? I think that's just kind of coming off my gloves like my dog's hair. But yeah, it's pretty, like you can see it there, but as far as like in the cup itself, everything's contained. I was worried about it filling up and then just running over the sides. Many of you probably know this little trick, but I've been using it for years and find it very helpful if your car actually supports being able to do this. All right, so if you wanted to see up underneath there you go. That's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up before we put the new filter on. All right, something else to note is that this is the OEM Mopar filter that, as you can see, it's like thicker than this aftermarket one. The looks like the seal, like that's all looks about the same size. I'm obviously going to put this on and double check it, but I typically prefer to use OEM filters as much as possible in all my cars. All right. This is what I'm using, Advanced Clean, synthetic. I always go, we're doing 5W30. That's what it's recommended. And I'm also going to be doing this for the first time. I've never filled an oil filter. Well, and a lot of the Japanese cars I worked on or continue to work on, I can't because the filter goes on like in the engine like this. All right. Whew. Okay. Get that gasket. But I've been hearing this is the recommendation. So that's what we're going to go with. And I have an oil filter placement where I can actually do that. Do a little finagling as we bring the oil filter up here. Ooh. All right. Yep. Get it up in there. I don't want to cross thread, so ooh, it just grabbed. And as you'll see, that oil filter, it does hang over, but the seal is, looks like it's seated. All right. We are going to hand tighten that. And hopefully, like I said, this is the oil filter that was recommended. And it's just a little bit bigger. So hopefully when I fill this thing up with oil and then even start it, it doesn't go everywhere. But yeah, let me get that. Just make sure that's just an extra little crank there, hand tight, and then we'll start filling her up. All right, 7 quarts it is. And I even found some paperwork to show, or at least that the previous shop who did this 4 years ago put in 7 quarts. So we've got our Oh, looks like my dog wants to help. Nope, she's not home yet, pup. Waiting for my wife. Oh, she's. Oh, I thought she was going back in. Oh no, it's the other dog. Alrighty, we're going in. All right, hang on a second. I just want to check for any like leaks. Not that, I mean, it would be really bad. Oh, there's the sticker that last oil change. Well, let's see. I don't see anything here. Nothing around. Oil filter. The pan looks pretty good. Well, pretty good. It looks good. Looks dry. Let's proceed. I guess we'll do that. 7 quarts, which that would include what we put into the filter. Now, some of you, or I've seen, and again, this is new for me as far as the 3rd gen. So hopefully you're welcoming me. But 5W30, that's what's recommended. That's what the manufacturer says. However, I know some of you are running a different weight. So I don't know if that would be different if like I had more miles on it or what, but just had to find the other one. All right, and still looking. I think we're still looking good, fam. I think I might have mentioned this is also the first time I've had to put more than 5. Well, maybe that's actually not right. I think I've had some vehicles like where maybe it was like 5.5 or something. Okay. Here we go. Measuring it out. We don't want to overfill. All right, that's a quart. Should we check? I haven't even started the engine. Because that's what you really need to do, right? People are like, what's this guy talking about? Why am I watching him? He doesn't even know. Doesn't even know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's someone on a dipstick. Like I said, we haven't started the engine yet, but we still got a little bit of room to go. Looks like about a quart. Funny. Okay, here we go. One more. That's probably not quite. Let's get a level here. Well, that was only like half. That was kind of a weak pour. All right. That was a little bit more gender. Oh, hold on. Let's get on a level surface. Dang. Whoa. I mean, we're so, I think just like just a little pinch. And we are there. 7. Not a level surface, but. Oh, yeah. All right. Just got a little bit there. And take another look, but we're going to fire her up. And hopefully we don't have oil shooting all over that. Out of that filter. Oh, you can't see it, but I'm just admiring my work. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's get this here. Yeah, and like no burnt oil or anything like up in here. So Oh, there we go. Get that seated down. Clean that up a little bit. Then we're going to crank her up and see what she's got. I got to go get the keys. Got the keys. Boy, she sounds good, doesn't she? Let's go look at that filter. Oh, yeah, boy. Nothing coming out there. Nothing coming out there either. All right. We're gonna check her one last time here. Oh, sounds so good. All right. I know we didn't have it started. Very long. Running very long. All right. Woo. Sounds like my son's home. Yeah, we're on about, I feel like a 2-hour oil change here because of the filming.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, Mom hasn't gone home.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, fam. We got it done. Do a little, just double checking on everything. Appreciate your time on this one. My son is home. He's going to do his brakes on his 4Runner, and my wife's about to get home. So got to get out of here. Again, I appreciate you so much, and I will catch you on the next piece of maintenance or mod on this truck.